was given a place in the middle order instead. And as far as New Zealand were concerned, well, Adam Perori was back behind the stumps, and fast bowler Ian Butler came in. There were concerns as well about the fitness of Chris Cairns, but he played. Well, New Zealand won the toss and they decided to put England into bat on something of a green top, and we're going to join the action in the very first over of the match.
Here's the first ball then. It's Chris Cairns to Marcus Trescothick. And straight away the ball goes past the outside edge. Well, it's a question of hunt the ball at the moment for Marcus Trescothick. Up goes the finger and Trescothick goes the third ball of the match. The ball seaming around all over the place. He's gone for a duck. Chris Cairns strike. That's a big blow for New Zealand early on in this test match. Trescothick goes without a run to his name. England are 0-for-1.
Bullseye bowling from Cairns, takes the outside edge, comfortable catch through to Perori. It didn't take long. This pitch is green, it'll assist the seamers. Cairns gets the ball in the right area. Trescothick on his way back already. England 0-for-1.
Wait there, no.
Shorter delivery this time. That's gone straight up in the air, and Butcher's gone as well. 0-for-2 England in the first over. What a dramatic start to this test match. 2 ducks, and Cairns hasn't finished his first over. England no wickets, no runs I should say, for 2 wickets.
Perfect start for New Zealand, winning the toss. What a toss that might be for Stephen Fleming. This is Mark Butcher. Trescothick already back in the changing room in that first over. Both left-handers, 1 and 3. Back in the tent, another duck for England, 0-for-2.
That's hooked away, over long leg for 6. It's gone into the third row of the stand. Thick inside edge, but Hussein's away now. And that'll run away for 4 as well. Vaughan's gone after that, and that's away to the boundary as well. His second 6, beautifully timed. Driven away through mid-off. Hussein's most convincing stroke so far, and that's away for 4.
He's got that through the slip cord, and that'll run away down to third man for 4. It's another boundary for Michael Vaughan. Short again. What a good shot that is from Vaughan. That really is a good stroke. He's seen it so early. Gone this time, I think, just the faintest of edges. Cairns gets the reward for pitching the ball up. Vaughan's enterprising innings is over, and England are 46 for 3.
He played well, Michael Vaughan. It's a big wicket for New Zealand. They'll be pleased to get him out. He's played the right way on this wicket. If he's had anything short, he's gone for it. You know you're going to get something eventually, and look at that. Again, exaggerated movement. Nothing the batsman can do about it. Bowler gets in the right place. He has the advantage. Michael Vaughan's gone for 27. It's 46 for 3. Graham Thorpe off the mark. No need to run for that. That's be time down the ground. Just pulling up, will it? No, we'll have the 4.
That's beaten mid-off. Mid-off's already given up the chase. That's away for another boundary. The scoring rate's been healthy enough. As Hussein gets that one away through mid-off. That's running away to the rope as well. 4 more to Hussein. That's away. There's no third man. That'll be another Hussein boundary. That's hit away for 6, the third 6 of the morning, and that's the biggest one yet. That's gone about 30 yards over the rope.
Edged and gone. Graham Thorpe had been patient. Was out there to drive. He felt, he went for it. Stephen Fleming at slip takes a good catch.
Yes, good reward this for Drum, who's got his first wicket. But Graham Thorpe will probably be thinking, well, did I really need to do that? It was wide and going wider. It did seem. It's a good catch from Fleming. That outside edge has gone quickly, and it's the end for Graham Thorpe. For 17, England 83 for 4.
Well, that'll do him a lot of good. He's got a half volley and he's put it away. Bowler will be disappointed. Batsman delighted.
It's a good shot from Hussain. He's got over the top of that, kept it down well. It's running away down to the vacant third man area for 4. Crashed away. Short and wide. That's been hammered away for 4. And it's 106 for 4. And you need to play 1 or 2 strokes like that. That's come onto the bat quite beautifully. It's come off even better for 4 through extra cover.
That's exactly right, Paul. You talk about defensive technique, but when you get that delivery that's a little bit fuller and it's a juicy half volley, you've got to be able to play that shot. He'll admire that, Nasser Hussain. He doesn't need to run. He knows that he's going to go for 4, but he executes the shot really well. You've got to defend like mad for long periods, but then you get that sort of shot.
Hammered away in front of square for 4. It's Hussain at his best. 2 boundaries off the over. 115 for 4. That's a glorious shot from Ramprakash. Another of those check drives. Got off the mark with one earlier. This time he's picked the gap a little bit straighter and picks up his second boundary.
That's up and over the top. It's been a productive area for England third man. There's another boundary gone down there. That won't please Stephen Fleming. Ramprakash into the 20s. 18 balls now on 49. And eventually he gets there. It's Nasser Hussain's 20th Test match 50. And there have been a few more important than this one. 20 50s to add to his 9 Test match centuries. His third 50 in New Zealand. He made 64 at Wellington in 1997 and 61 at Lord's in 1999. That'll run away to the boundary.
Well, it brings the 50 partnership bit, but I've never been a fan of these having 1 slip and a 3rd slip or somewhere in the middle. This just goes where 2nd slip would be. Whether it would have carried or not is another thing, but that's exactly the line it was.
Extraordinary from Ramprakash. He's down the pitch to Nathan Astle. He's carted that away behind point for 4 more. Happy to take the bowler on. There's a noise there, and Ahsoka De Silva first of all nods his head, then puts up his finger. Ramprakash is really disappointed. He can't believe the decision, but he's gone. England are 139 for 5, and we're in the 42nd over.
Well, I think he's rather unlucky. There's 2 noises, and that's what has deceived the umpire. But didn't look to me as if Mark Ramprakash is very close to it. He's gone unluckily for 31. England lose their 5th wicket for 139 runs.
Wow, Fleming's put it down. One of the safest pairs of hands in world cricket, and for him going to his left, that was pretty much a sitter.
He would have seen this all the way. It's a lovely height. There it is, regulation, outside edge. Well, he does well to get to wrist on it. It's totally misjudged that. It's a big let off. It could be an expensive one for New Zealand.
That's 4. Fine leg is very, very square. Oh, that's got to be close to being LBW. In fact, it's that close. It's out. Flintoff has gone without troubling the scorers. The ball just drifting back into him between bat and pad, and Flintoff's sorry tale continues.
Well, I'm afraid it's woeful batting. It's just a straight ball. It's nice and full, and Flintoff really is leaning back. You see the bat coming up so early in the stroke. His head is in the air, and he doesn't really understand it. He's in a bad trot, big time. He's gone for 151 for 6.
Oh, that's close as well. It's close. Not close enough for umpire De Silva. It's 155 for 6.
That's away down to that productive third man area again for England. Vincent can't get there. Foster records his first boundary. He moves on to 7. 162 for 6. Good looking stroke. First boundary for Foster in front of the wicket. His other one down to third man. He moves on to 11.
Yes!
Ooh, that could so easily have gone on to the stumps.
Wait.
It's another good looking shot from Foster. Third boundary for him.
That's a good shot. Picked his spot in front of square and timed it well.
It's a big shout, and the finger goes up. Now, my only concern there was whether it did too much. But, the wicket's been given, the partnership broken. Big breakthrough for New Zealand.
Well, the length was outstanding from Drum. It caught James Foster on the crease. It hit him on the back leg, and that's not a bad decision really, because it didn't jag back that much. It sort of went in with the arm. The crooked finger goes up. Foster, good innings, 19, 196 for 7. Good stroke, Giles. That is hammered. Too short from Battori. He has struggled a bit with his length. And against the new batsman, that should not be the case. He's whacked that down to third man. He could be caught. He is gone. And Butler has his first wicket in Test cricket.
Well, that's a big moment for the young man. It won't be one of the best deliveries ever bowled, but the field was set. It was short and wide. St Giles went for it. And Chris Drum hardly had to move. A couple of paces to his right, and Ian Butler's got that first in wicket. That might do his confidence the world of good. Ashley Giles has gone for a brisk 8. It's 214 for 8.
He's there this time, straight through extra cover for 4. And Nasser Hussain's test match century count now goes into double figures. Can there ever have been a more important captain's innings for England than this one? He came in when they were 0 for 2, and he celebrates his centuries. 103 not out, with England 225 for 8. Big shout. Was that missing leg stump? No, says Billy Bowden. Caddick has to go. England are 9 down with just Matthew Hoggard to come now. Hussain's still there on 104. But Caddick goes for yet another test match duck. 9 down for 226 England.
Full length ball does the trick. Caddick doesn't think so, but he's on his way back. Butler gets it as full as he can. That looks to be sliding way down the leg side. Big appeal from New Zealand. There's the finger. Nasser Hussain disgusted at the non-striking end, but Caddick's gone. But he'll have plenty to say when he's bowling. England 226 for 9.
Late movement, and the finger goes up. Hussain can't believe it. He saw Caddick given out by umpire Bowden at the other end to a ball that was going down the leg side. Hussain thought that was heading in the same direction, but he's gone. The England skipper, the last man out for 106. A masterful innings by Nasser Hussain in very difficult conditions. And I think having been 0 for 2 after 5 balls, that England may well settle for 228 all out.
Played wonderfully well, Hussain, and that's a big jack bag, real nip backer. Sure, it's not going to hit any of the stumps. It's easy to be critical from here, but take nothing away from Hussain. He's played beautifully in difficult circumstances.
So 228 for England. Is it par for the course? A little under, a little over. Very hard to say after the first innings, but no doubting the main man, Nasser Hussain, a magnificent 106, his 10th Test century. Mark Rabrakash looked good for 31 before being given out, very unfortunately. And James Foster towards the end there with a useful contribution of 19. As far as the bowlers were concerned, Chris Cairns began brilliantly, but hampered by injury thereafter. 3 for 58 from his 15. Chris Drum did very well, 3 for 36 from 20.2. The debutant Ian Butler picked up a couple of wickets, was a little expensive at times, and 2 wickets also for the niggardly Nathan Astle.
That's good and worth a shout. But an answer in the negative from umpire Soka de Silva, who's already given a couple of LBWs today that have been dubious, to say the least.
Just wondering if there's any bat involved here. Ooh, there's no bat involved. Might just be outside the line. It's very, very close. I'll tell you what, it is close.
Bit of inside edge on that. No, there isn't. Soka de Silva says that's out. Hoggard gets the wicket, and Richardson has gone. LBW, that's the wicket that England wanted. That was homing in on middle and off.
Oh, that's about as plumb as they come. It's flicked the front pad, but it's hit the back pad hard, and that would have uprooted middle stump. Soka de Silva has no hesitation. Mark Richardson's gone for 2. England have made the breakthrough. It's 4 for 1.
It's a good shot. He'll take runs here. No option. It's gone for 4.
That's beautifully timed. It's gone away square of the wicket on the leg side for 4. Up and over the top, that'll be 4. It was a very productive area yesterday for England. That's a very good looking shot indeed. 2 boundaries in successive balls for Daniel Vettori.
Perfect line. That's good. Good bowling. It's a question of patience, though, now for the bowlers. That's crashed away through extra cover for 4. It's his 5th boundary and hit with tremendous power. Oh, what a good catch that is. Graham Thorpe at the squarer of the 2 gullies takes a stunning catch away to his left. Horn has gone, just feeling for that outside off stump. Hoggard gets his reward, and England get the breakthrough they wanted.
Deserved that, Matthew Hoggard. Probed away, roundabout off stump, full of length. Bingo ball. Looks anxiously behind him, Matt Horn. Good catch, Graham Thorpe, going to his left. That's England's breakthrough. Patience is the key. They've got the first one. Horn for 14, 50 for 2.
It's in the air. I think that's dropped. Thorpe able to hang on to that one. Sure, it's just a fingertips job. It's another fine over. 2 runs off the last ball. It's 54 for 2. Well, it's in the air. It's hit a lot better than at first I thought. I thought it had gone pretty much up in the air, but a lot more bat on that. That's his 7th boundary. And that's it. He's gone now. Change of angle does the trick. Straightforward edge. Matthew Hogarth picks up his 3rd wicket, and you can't say he doesn't deserve it.
Magnificent bowling all through the morning, last night as well, and he's done the damage entirely on his own for England. Good thinking coming around the wicket, changing the angle, getting Vettori to slash outside the off stump. Foster said thank you. Vettori goes for a fine 42, 65 for 3, New Zealand.
Edged and dropped. That's as easy as they come. Mark Butcher is the man at 2nd slip. Well, that's just straightforward.
Second life for Lou Vincent. Again, following, looking to hit square on the offside, and that is dangerous stuff. But Butcher, heavens to Betsy, putting him down. That is easy as they come as far as slip catching goes. Hogarth is about to pull his hair out.
Oh, well bowled. Well, it's got through that slip cord and will run away for 4. That's a good shot. Got his foot to the pitch of that. It was a little bit wider from Matthew Hogarth, and swinging further away from off stump, but he's middled that through cover for 4. Oh, that's got to be out. Got to be out. That can't be going anywhere other than off stump, but the umpire says not out. That looked a dead straight ball to me. It was the other one, I think. I think Hogarth held it the other way round.
That's absolutely plumb. Absolutely plumb. I'm sorry, that's a magnificent piece of bowling. That would have hit off stump halfway up.
Oh, gone now. Well, quite right. Hogarth has got his man. Could have got him 4 times now, but there's no arguing with that. You don't have to ask the umpire, you don't have to bother the fielders. Just knock the Hobbs over.
Well, it's the safest way of doing it for Matthew Hogarth. There's a couple of catches dropped and an LBW turned away, but how good a ball is that? That is a Jaffa, and that is, you have to say, that is justice for Matthew Hogarth. He picks up his 4th wicket. Vincent's gone for 12. It's 79 for 4.
Off the mark pretty confidently. There's nobody in front of square on the offside, and Astle will pick up 4. That's close. Gone this time. Astle goes LBW. Hogarth gets his 5th wicket. First time he's taken 5 in an innings, and he's got all 5 so far.
Well, he deserves it. He really does deserve it. I don't think he's not finished yet. He's got the first 5. Nathan Astle's been seeing the ball going away from him. That's just gone straight on. It's hit both pads. It's plumb. Sugar to Silver this time raises the finger. Nathan Astle's on his way. He's gone for 10. Hogarth's got 5. It's 93 for 5.
Just drifting a little bit too straight. That's beaten Ram Prakash at mid-on. And he's just going to make it to the rope for McMillan's first boundary. That's a nice stroke from Fleming. Trescothic's after it, but it's been well enough time to reach that straight boundary down towards the Port Hills. That's away for 4. There's no long leg, so the fact that there is no long leg makes that a very poor delivery from Andrew Flintoff.
Yeah.
It's away for 4. Murphy's law will always apply. Move the fielder from 3rd man to long leg, and you can see the boundary straight down in that area.
Gone, caught in the gully. Ashley Giles, Fleming not getting across to that. Caddick has slid the ball across him, and he's got his first wicket. Fleming is very, very annoyed with himself. New Zealand 117 for 6.
Andy Caddick may have found his end. Belonged to someone else for quite some time, but not now. And Ashley Giles, cool as you like, 2 hands. Back goes the New Zealand captain. A frustrating type innings. He's gone for 12. 117 for 6.
Edged and gone. Good catch by Flintoff. Good catch. That's flown quickly and high, and Flintoff doesn't miss those. The big hands were wrapped round that. Caddick gets 2 in and over. He's back, and Cairns has gone.
Well, he was asking for this, Chris Cairns. He's been sitting and waiting for a while, and he would have noticed that most of his predecessors have left this line alone, but that's not in his nature. He pushes at it, and he pushes hard. It flies. It's a good catch. Goes for 0. It's 117 now for 7.
Bit high, I think. Gone. Not high. So Caddick's back with a bang. 3 wickets in 5 balls for Andrew Caddick. He's come back from the depths of despair to rip the lower middle order out of New Zealand's batting.
Well, I'm with you on this one, and I think Andy Caddick was initially. This is a very late join in from his point of view. Only there did he really give it a go when he saw everyone else go, and then he saw that go. And Perori, another duck. I keep saying it's 117, but now it's for 8.
Here's Andrew Caddick coming in on a hat-trick. There's bat involved there. What a great over from Andrew Caddick. It's 117 for 8. And Caddick has taken 3 wickets in the over. That's dropped. Craig White on his 12th man has put down well, a relatively simple chance. It's an easy chance down at 3rd man. Sometimes you don't pick them up, but he got there, got under it, got 2 hands to it, and should have swallowed it.
You are kidding me. I can't believe this was a catch initially. He got his hands in the wrong area. So what happened with the hands? That was the key. It's low down, and the hands, they seem so awkward around the ball or getting around the ball.
Oh, well, if you use your feet and look to hit straight, maybe he will get bat on it, and he has. That's a really good shot. That's in the air. It's all the way for 6. He's picked that up cleanly. Has McMillan. He's scoring at a pretty good lick.
That's gone straight over the top for 4. McMillan's enjoying himself. He's got hold of that. Out to long on, and well taken. Vaughan's taken the catch, managed to stay inside the rope. McMillan's going to wait for the decision. Vaughan's happy that his foot got nowhere near the rope, and McMillan takes his word for that, and he's on his way. Good contact from McMillan. High out to long on. Michael Vaughan back pedalling. Make sure he takes the catch, then he's got to get the brakes on. Where's that rope?
Oh, he's 2 feet short of it. Craig McMillan, to his credit, asked him if he caught it. He said yes, and he went. He's gone for 40. It's 146 for 9.
Well taken. Nasser Hussain at first slip. Ian Butler's first Test innings ends in disappointment. He gets a duck. But what a performance for England's bowling hero, Matthew Hoggard. It's a big hug from Captain Nasser Hussain. These could be potential match-winning figures for Matthew Hoggard. 7 for 63. Nasser Hussain at first slip. Hoggard gets the ball in the right place for the tail ender. Hoggard's day. It was Hussein's day yesterday. It's been Hoggard's day today, and New Zealand are trailing by 81 runs on the first innings.
So 147 all out, not what the home side wanted at all, but some terrific bowling from Matthew Hoggard. He was virtually unplayable at times, and one extraordinary over also from Andy Caddick, of course. Career best figures for Matthew Hoggard, 7 for 63 from his 21.2. Caddick's figures better than perhaps he bowled, 3 for 50, and Andy Flintoff just the 12 overs, none for 29. So at the halfway point, England's lead, a very healthy 8.
Well, Marcus Trescothick saw enough of that in the first innings. In his short stay at the wicket, he was hoping that one might stay straight. That's straight up in the air. Perori's called for it, and he's missed it. There was time for Butler to get in from long leg. Daniel Vettori could probably have got there as well, but Perori, having the gloves, called for it early, but he had an enormous distance to travel. He thought it had gone straight up in the air, but Perori having to stretch and just getting those finger ends on it, and there's a let-off for Marcus Trescothick. Another catch goes begging at Jade Stadium. That's away through extra cover for 4, over-pitched and punished. Bowled him out. Michael Vaughan's played right across that, and England lose an early wicket again. They're 11 for 1, 92 runs ahead. Vaughan goes for naught.
Great piece of bowling from Ian Butler. It was full, it was straight, and it was fast. Michael Vaughan paid the price for playing across the ball here. Look, he's playing across the line. It's rocketed into his middle and off, and back goes the castle. That's a big blow for New Zealand. Played well in the first innings, not the second. He's out for a duck.
Butcher's away now. He wants the third run, and if the fielder had gathered the ball, Butcher might have been run out. We saw him run out in the first innings at Headingley when he called for a ridiculous run. That run was equally ridiculous.
Well, this would have been out, nothing surer. Mark Richardson's the man. He's got a great throw in from Chris Cairns, perfect. He's taken his eye off the ball. That's poor work from Mark Richardson. Look at this. Straight in. Mark Butcher's not even in the frame. Looking for the 3, it was just never on. You don't take on that guy's arm.
Pulled away by Trescothick. That'll reach the boundary, no trouble at all.
Full toss. Timed this one, and it's got it through the gap. And this will go for 4. Nicely played. Tucked away beautifully off his legs by Butcher. It's his first boundary, and it's a classy one. He's got hold of that. There's a man out at deep square leg, and he never saw it.
Craig McMillan's the man at deep back of square, but it's interesting. He, as you say, never saw it, and he was actually looking into, started to go totally the wrong way. He's expecting this to be pulled behind square, and he started to go that way, but it's hit hard and flat batted through the mid-wicket area. Much better shot.
Nothing wrong with that pull stroke from Trescothick. Not much wrong with the square cut either. Picked his spot on the offside, backward of point. Those are 2 thumping boundaries in succession from Trescothick.
Also brings up the 50 for England. The lead now moves on to 131. Treskothic had a little bit of luck early on. He's going to fill his boots now.
Gone. Treskothic has picked out Vettori. It was a short, wide ball. Treskothic will be kicking himself for that. But Butler has persevered and he's been rewarded with a second wicket. Treskothic's gone now.
This is a good catch because this has gone off the middle of the bat. He's got one man to avoid out there, but he's hit straight at him, and it's a good catch. It knocks Daniel off his feet. Vettori, it's no mistake, hangs on to it. Treskothic's gone for 33. England lose their second wicket with 50 runs on the board.
Well, that's away for 4. Butler's disappointed. Butcher sees it as a complete bonus.
Well, you get some luck. It's an inside edge. It's not a chance to Perori. He's no chance there.
Edged, and Astle's got a hand on that. Couldn't hold on. It's away for 2. So everything continuing to go England's way after those dodgy decisions in their first innings.
Well, it's short. It's just wide. It's a ball you throw everything out. He has done. But Nathan Astle just wishes probably at this moment in time he wasn't. He was 3 inches taller.
That's nicely timed by Butcher. That's away through the cover area. And Vettori can't get there. Up goes the finger and out goes Hussain. Hussain followed that outswinger from Chris Drum. So the England captain goes. New Zealand back in the match. England 162 runs to the good, but just 7 second innings wickets left now.
Well, I said the ball before, it's still swinging. And that's big encouragement for the England team. Certainly what New Zealand needed, but England will be pleased to see it still moving. So will the captain. He'll be disappointed to get out. He's gone for 11. It's 81 for 3.
The two Surrey left-handers together now as Graham Thorpe joins Sir Mark Butcher. Very impressive record of Graham Thorpe. And a very impressive start to his innings as well. Have a look at that.
Well, I felt for a long time he's England's best player. He's the only player that's over 40 in the batting average. And stamps his authority straight away. It's up there, it's out there. So I'm not leaving that. And it's out of the middle of the bat. I don't think we'll bother running for that. Now that's something for the bowler to think about. And do Graham Thorpe the world of good.
Got to be in a positive frame of mind to attempt a shot like that first ball. Edged and dropped. Nathan Astle is the culprit this time. They're shelling them like peas.
Well, we said that the first one this morning off Nasser Hussain would have been a great catch if he had taken it. Can't afford to drop people like Graham Thorpe. He's come in and hit the first ball. Next one he's edged. Well, that's as easy as they come. That's very similar to the one that Mark Butcher put down. You cannot drop those catches at this level. I mean, the first ball swung to the middle of the bat. This went on, edge and dropped. That could prove very, very costly for New Zealand.
Well, Butcher's trodden on his stumps and he'll have to go as well. He's out hit wicket. That's a major bonus for New Zealand, and very careless from Mark Butcher. He can't believe it. Another bizarre test match dismissal. This time Mark Butcher's the victim. Well, well, well. New Zealand down in the dumps 2 or 3 balls ago. Butcher sliding back and hitting those stumps quite hard. Off go the bails. He's out as well. It's 85 for 4 now. England lead by 166.
It's through everything. Well, Butler was up thinking there was an edge there. I think bat hit pad or boot, and that was the noise. There was a definite noise. But I don't think anybody behind the wicket went up for this.
Absolutely bang on in the right position. He's hit his boot there, Mike Ramprakash. The keeper's not gone up. Just watch Perori here. It's a cracking delivery. There is a noise. Perori takes the ball and just releases the ball. He's bowling well, young Butler. It's a good response from him. He's on debut. It's a cracking delivery.
Edged. Shorter slit and through for 4. Unlucky for the bowler and fortunate for the batsman. That's a really good stroke. I think that's a shot of the day. Could be shot of the Test match. Well, that's good field. There's all sorts of trouble here. If that hits, Ramprakash is gone. But the mad scramble ends okay for England.
Well, he's smiling now, Mike Ramprakash. But it was a desperate dive just to get back into his ground. Cracking shot, Thorpe. He finds that square cover fielder again. But it's a ricochet. The ball just bounces off backward of square. Thorpe's gone back. Where's Ramprakash? He's way, way out of his ground. Just hit the stumps, and he's missed them. Here we go again.
That seamed away and will run away for 4. The 100 up for England. Oh, that's another glorious stroke. That's just timed to perfection.
He'll bowl the odd bounce. There, he's just... Now then, now then, now then. Now then.
Well, the third umpire's going to have a look at this. The New Zealanders think that Thorpe is out. They think he's out. McMillan has fielded the ball off his own bowling and taken a long time before hurling the ball at the batsman's stumps. Thorpe had held his position, and if he's held up, he's in. Slid the foot back. Enterprising stuff from McMillan, but Thorpe just doing the right thing in time. Gone this time, inside edge, dragged it on. Ramprakash will feel very aggrieved and a touch unlucky with that. But he's gone and England are 5 down.
Game's alive again. Talk about being patient. Talk about having quiet spells, and then New Zealand spring to life. It's a little bit of luck. Awkward looking shot from Ramprakash. It's an inside edge that crashes into the stumps. It's a disappointment for him. He's gone for 11. It's alive all right. It's 106 for 5.
He's got that one through. That's 4. .30 overs bowled, 111 for 5. Pulled away by Thorpe. Mid-on's not bothering to go after that. Well, Richardson's given up the chase. That's 4 more. Fabulous shot from Thorpe. Only 2 overs for McMillan. Butler's back. That's 4 more. Thorpe gliding that away. Nothing going right for Stevie Fleming in this passage of play.
And this is where Andy Flintoff's got to do. He's got to play his natural game. This could be the perfect wicket for him. Get out there and hit it. If it's there to be hit, hit it hard. But no, spinners will come. The Basin Reserve in the next game. We know that has a history, particularly this year, of turning virtually from day one. So I can't see that changing too much. And of course, if New Zealand do lose this game, they're without Chris Cairns, it looks like, for the rest of the series. Well, then they've got to get back into it somehow. Which way are they going to do that? With spin or seam?
Well, spin played a major part 5 years ago in the 3-match series. Croft and Tufnell were the England spinners on that tour. England took out the series 2-0. Another booming drive from Flintoff. He's enjoying this. He seems to have been given free rein by Fletcher and Hussain to play his shots, and that's exactly what he's doing. 3 boundaries in 12 runs. That'll be away for 4 as well. Butler can't believe it. He's adjusted his length to stop Flintoff driving him. He just deflects it away down to wide third man for 4. 137 for 5. England shoot ahead to 218 in front. Butler again from the City end. Up and over, wide of third man, 4 more. Thank you very much. There's plenty on that. How far's that gone? It's gone sailing into the stand. That's where it's gone.
Well, I think this is a mistake by Steve Fleming to keep Ian Butler on. He went for 17 in his previous over, and England suddenly, from being under some pressure, really are now can relax to a degree and just enjoy this. 231 ahead now, 5 wickets in hand, and I think they've let England off.
That's 4 more. The boundaries keep coming for England. That's the way through extra cover. Yet another boundary. The 50 partnership's up between Thorpe and Flintoff. They've taken this match by the scruff of the neck and put England in an almost unassailable position. They lead by 240.
And Thorpe will take up the attack. That's pulled away off the front foot. It's gone for 6.
Well, maybe that's why he hasn't been introduced. First ball, Graham Thorpe just takes the initiative and says goodbye.
And again, and Thorpe will come back for 2 more, and that's his 50. Well played, Graham Thorpe. 50 from 51 balls. That's been an aggressive little innings in its own right. That's clubbed back down the ground. That's probably 2 feet wide of the bowler and 2 paces wide of mid-off, and neither of them moved. That's picked up beautifully by Flintoff. Front foot, then back foot. It's his highest score in Test cricket. 188 for 5.
And as I expected, Andrew Flintoff is not going to let him settle whatsoever. And I think Danny Vittori is now in a very hard situation. Well, that's his 50. He'll be quite happy. A big moment for the young man. It's taken him 21 innings to get there, but he's got there. So that might just take a bit of pressure off him now. Crowd have loved it. He'll have enjoyed it. He's got 50 from just 49 deliveries. Well, it's gone through the fielder at fine leg. It brings up the 100 partnership, and a magnificent 100 partnership. It's worth 103 from 114 balls.
Flintoff's got hold of that one as well.
England lead extends to 302. It's another Flintoff boundary.
Lofted over the infield. There's enough power on that to take it to the fence. That's 4 more. Powerful from Flintoff past mid-on. He races on to 68. England 233 for 5. Beautiful shot selection from Graham Thorpe. Saw that gap between the two fielders out there on the offside square of the wicket. That's beaten mid-on. And that's going to roll away for 4 as well. The 250s up for England in their second innings. They're in a glorious position here. They lead by 332.
And now he works the angle, Graham Thorpe, round the wicket. Just the angle directed to middle and leg, and it's just a push. Nothing more than a push round the wicket. There's the angle. So he's finished with the offside for a second. He gets the length that he wants, he gets the angle, pushes the ball through mid-on.
That's 4 more. We just said, David, that these are New Zealand's best 2 bowlers today, and they're being taken to the cleaners by Graham Thorpe and Andrew Flintoff. That's away to the boundary as well. 150 partnerships up between Flintoff and Thorpe, and the New Zealand heads are down.
Oh, what a good shot that is. That is a glorious stroke. One of the hardest shots to play, all along the ground, through straight mid-on. And that screamed to the boundary off Flintoff's bat. And don't bowl there at medium pace. That's just asking to be hit either side of the wicket. And Thorpe has picked out a spot at square leg. And all Butler can do is exhale. Ah. Now then, I don't think there'll be a fielder out there. That's gone into the rugby stand, the new stand, and it's gone for 6. Are there going to be 2 more here? There are. This is going to take Graham Thorpe through to his 10th Test match century, equalling the efforts of the captain Nasser Hussain. It's his 3rd in New Zealand and his 3rd against New Zealand. And it's been a quite brilliant knock. Full toss 4. Poor ball from Vittori, and it's a gift for Andrew Flintoff. It brings up to 300, and it takes Flintoff to 96.
That's a terrific strike. That is a massive blow. And that brings up the 200 partnership. Outstanding.
Up it goes, and that's it. Andrew Flintoff gets his first Test match 100 in unorthodox style. Perhaps that's apt. What an extraordinary way to bring up 100, but it's been an entertaining innings from Andrew Flintoff. Has he arrived finally as a Test match all-rounder? This is superb batting by Graham Thorpe and Andrew Flintoff. None of these New Zealanders can bowl at either of them. Well, that's very cheeky from Flintoff, taking the mickey out of the bowler there.
Well, that's 4 more. 350 comes up with another flashing square cut from the blade of Graham Thorpe. It's flicked away down the leg side by Graham Thorpe. That's his career best in Test match cricket. Goes past the previous 138 up to 141.
That's a lovely clean strike from Flintoff. Sails over the boundary again. Effortless.
That's high. Now, how far has that gone? Marcel McKenzie, the sub fielder, takes the catch. Caught sub. Bowled Astle. It's Flintoff.
Well, Nathan Astle's finally done the trick for Stephen Fleming, but what a wonderful innings from Andrew Flintoff. Has he finally come of age today? His first Test match 100, 137 in all. Splendid innings, boundaries all over the park. 23 fours and 3 sixes to Andrew Flintoff. Every cricket fan on the ground is out of their seat applauding this young man. What an entertainer he's been today. 387 for 6. Ground fielding's been good. Slight misfield, but he stopped the boundary. And 150 for Graham Thorpe. First time he's reached that landmark in his Test match career.
Oh, that's a good shot. Great shot from Foster. On the up, through the offside. His first boundary. 405 for 6. That's up and over in the air. It's 6. Down over third man. Oh, good shot from Foster. That's the 500 lead. It's pretty uncompromising from Thorpe. Another pull for 4.
That's beautifully struck. It's been a feature of Thorpe's innings, the way he's found the gaps in the field. Well, he's gone after that in a big, big way. That's flown over the rope for 6. Oh, that's changed. That's away. Thorpe's on 199. There it is, 200 for Graham Thorpe. First time he's got there in Test match cricket. It's been a quite fantastic exhibition of batting from Thorpe. Batting of the highest quality throughout from England's best player. He's all smiles. That'll do. Nasser Hussain declares England lead by 549. New Zealand going to have to make 550 to win this Test match. You can forget all about that. That's never happened in the history of the game.
Well, England were in a spot of bother at one stage, but then came that remarkable 6-wicket partnership of 281, a record breaker between Graham Thorpe and Andrew Flintoff, and a useful little cameo from James Foster at the end again as well. The bowling figures, well, Ian Butler did pick up 3 wickets, but they were costly. 2 for Chris Drum for 130 as well. Nathan Astle, the other successful bowler. So England posting a pretty useful second innings total, to say the least, and New Zealand requiring 550.
Edged and gone. Gone this time. Well, that looked just a sort of regulation catch to first slip. They're adding insult to injury here by taking a single. Leg by signal. Hussain has taken the catch, thrown the ball away, and Soka de Silva says that's not out. Not often you see people appeal for a catch at first slip.
Well, he didn't initially. Thought it was all out. Let's have a look. It all looked right.
Yes.
It's 4, nobody down there.
It's up and over the top. Plenty of boundaries there for the taking with the field set like this. 22 for no wicket after 8 overs. Good looking shot. That's through mid-off for 4. Superb piece of timing. Edged and gone. Superb delivery from Andrew Caddick. Pace and bounce and movement. Matt Horn goes. England get the breakthrough at last. New Zealand 42 for 1 at the end of the 17th over.
Well, this might be Caddick's day. Cracking delivery. He's just been probing around there. Ball bounces. Just takes the edge. Safe hands now, that young wicket-keeper, Foster. That's England's first breakthrough. Horn's gone for 4. It's 42 for 1.
It's flicked away. It was in the air for a second, but it's raced away through mid-wicket for 4. The 50 is up for New Zealand. They're 51 for 1.
Gone. It's gone.
Gone. Vincent, first ball from Caddick. Butcher takes the catch. That's gone quickly to Butcher. And a double breakthrough. Butcher's damaged his finger here and will go straight off the field. But he's held on to the catch and Vincent's gone.
Well, he's caught it. It's hurt him. He's got a lot of strapping on that hand anyway. Vincent's gone without troubling the scorers. It's 53 for 2.
It's in the air but safe over wide mid-off. First runs for 27 balls. That's in the air but safe. And away for 4 more.
Well, that could be gone.
Billy
Came off
Bowden
something.
says not out. England were pretty sure about that one.
Beautifully bowled. There's a bit of bounce, a bit of turn. And I think came off the elbow. It was the second sort of bounce there, and it wasn't the pad, the glove. It was actually the elbow. I think it's a terrific decision there.
Yes.
Michael Vaughan and Mark Richardson gets to 50. It's been a very good innings too from Richardson. Bit of a manufactured batsman, but he's done a great job since getting this opening berth for New Zealand. 50 not out with 10 boundary 4s. Well, that's carried to first slip, and another chance goes begging.
And ironically, it's Hussain putting Fleming down. Remember on day 1, Fleming put Hussain down on 52. And it's good bowling. Fleming playing with half a bat. It was a toughie. It was right down at the bootlaces. But it was a chance. And Fleming has got to make Hussain pay now.
That's over mid-on for 4. Richardson stamping his authority out there. He's causing Giles all kind of problems.
It's got to be out. Got to be out. It's swinging back. Well, Shogun de Silva says not out. Well, unless he's hit that, that's going nowhere other than middle stump. It looks a carbon copy. It's 2 pads, front pad, back pad, and that is a poor decision from the umpire, who has been inconsistent all through this match. Insult added to injury. That's the Fleming pickup. We'll play that shot till the cows come home. It's 4. There's the pick-up again. It's 4 more through mid-wicket this time. It's hit it in front of square. 50 partnership up.
It's nicely played through square cover for 4, just over pitched by Giles. Well, there was a noise there, and Soka de Silva nods his head, up goes the finger. Caddick's done it again. He loves these second innings. He's got 3 for 27. New Zealand 119 for 3. They need another 431.
Well, the batsman might find himself in a bit of trouble. Having a looking at his arm. There was a definite noise and it looked very good. He didn't play it very well at all. And from there, you'd have to say that looks glove to me. But he's gone for 76, Mark Richardson. It's 119 for 3. The only thing that's done, swung to the boundary. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is to Nathan Astle. Might well be the last over before lunch, but if it's short and wide, it'll go.
That's in the air, but it'll only bounce a couple of times before going over the rope at extra cover. Lofted away into the leg side and away for 4. It's beaten mid-off. Sure, Nasser Hussain didn't mistime his run at that ball. One of England's better outfielders is still concerned with that finger injury. 154 for 3. That's past cover point. 4 more to Astle.
In the air, but all the way to the boundary. Typical Nathan Astle shot. There to be hit, and he's not shy at putting bat to ball.
4 more here. So 3 boundaries in the over, plus a 2. It's an expensive one. 189 for 3. Well done. Flintoff gets his man. A little bit of seam movement back at Fleming, and a thin inside edge. It's a good catch by the keeper as well. Credit to him, because they're always difficult when the ball nips back.
Well, that's the wicket they wanted. Inside edge and a terrific catch. Good movement. Stephen Fleming, that's the big wicket for England. He's gone for 48. It's 189 for 4.
Got that through. That's a convincing stroke.
Yeah.
He's got him fending at that, pushing it away. There's no third man now. I think there should be a third man. If you're going to bowl short like this, then you should have a third man in. Nonetheless, it's Nathan Astle's 50, and it's come up in 54 balls.
Well, it's gone down. Don't get much warning there.
Well, it would have been one of the great catches, wouldn't it? This will be good. Oh, there we are. I mean, he had no chance, really, did he? He would have sensed the ball rather than seeing it.
In the air again, but smashed past mid-off for 4. That's away for 4 as well. Or is it 6? It's gone straight over the rope for a maximum. Astle so quickly into position there.
Gee, what a great example of a hook shot this is. How quickly did he get himself into position? Boom. Look at that. He's hit that flat.
That'll bring up the 50 partnership in very fine style indeed. Lofted 20 rows back into the DB stand. Beautifully executed stroke.
It's in the air, and he's got it. First ball. Craig McMillan's gone for the drive. He's driven it straight back to Andy Caddick. And England on the road to victory.
And Andy Caddick holds on. Brought back into the attack. What a good change this is. And I'll bet that's a loosener. It's a long half volley. Loses his shape completely. McMillan. Easy as that. Easy as that. Andy Caddick back into the attack. He's got 4 for McMillan 24. New Zealand 242 for 5.
That's it. Off stump out the ground. Adam Perori's gone. And that's the 11th time that Andy Caddick has taken 5 wickets in innings. And it's the 7th time he's done it out of those 11 in the second innings.
He's on song today, bowling for England, winning the game, a part of it. Nick on, and it's always leg stump, isn't it? Inside edge, onto leg stump, Caddick back into the attack. That's another for him. Adam Perori, brief glimpse of him, 252 for 6.
Well, slashed away and it's gone. Shouts to catch it, but I don't think there's anyone in the vicinity. Well, there were shouts to catch, but that's smashed away.
Quite nicely timed, isn't it? Beautifully timed, in fact.
And that is 3,000 test match runs for Nathan Astle. Significant landmark for him. Nicely played again. That flashes away. Seen plenty of boundaries in this match. Match full of incident, full of runs in the second innings anyway. Bowlers had a field day in the first. They've had to work much harder in the second innings of the game.
Just to finish off on that selection, Bob, but to round it off, 1 ball left in the over. You may see reaction in the papers too, because everyone will be expecting Matthew Sinclair to come back. Might not happen.
4 more. Both sides of the wicket, Daniel Vettori. 285 for 6. He's gone for it. It'll just get us. Oh, it's gone straight through Craig White. And up comes Nathan Astle's 8th Test match century. The fumbles continue in the field, but Nathan Astle celebrates. What an entertaining innings it has been. Century coming up in just 114 balls. His 3rd against England, 1 in each series that he's played. 102 not out at Auckland in 97, 101 at Old Trafford in 1999, and now 101 not out at Christchurch 2002.
Well, it's been a wonderful innings. Brilliant, in fact. It's going to be in a lost cause, and they perhaps never feel quite as good. And we'll see the reaction from Nathan Astle. He won't believe that Craig White missed this. Can't believe his luck. Now, shall we talk about the other aspect of it? Perhaps not. I hope he makes the 11 in Wellington. He might not be the 12th man.
Flintoff continues to test the middle of the pitch and continues to go for boundaries. 300 comes up for New Zealand. Well, they're still in there fighting. 250 needed for victory. He's gone. Daniel Vettori caught by Flintoff. And the first wicket in the match for a slow bowler.
Flintoff, the catcher at mid-wicket. Trying to drag it away and not getting the timing. That's the value of having a tall man with good hands at mid-wicket. Vettori goes for 12 and New Zealand are 300 for 7. Close.
Out. Nod of the head and the vertical finger. Off goes Drum, LBW. I think Ahsoka De Silva may have decided no proper stroke was played there. Drum goes for naught. That's another duck in this test match. New Zealand 301 for 8, probably just 1 wicket away now from defeat.
Well, I'm not sure Flintoff thought that was that brilliant. Wouldn't be the biggest shout I've ever seen in my life, but it got the desired result. Drum goes for a duck. 301 for 8.
Astle's gone after that. He's found the gap again. Yet another boundary for Nathan Astle. 2 6s and 18 4s now.
Well, that's will give him the new ball. It'll come off a lot quicker. Nothing to lose. You're going to put seam on at both ends. 5 balls doesn't make any difference.
That's away past Vaughan for 4 more. Beautiful timing from Nathan Astle.
That's crashed away through the covers for 4 more. Astle trading exclusively in boundaries. Was 4 more. Smashed back down the ground.
Cameraman just got out the way.
Tell you what, he's hit that hard. Big sort of bottom hand punch straight back over the bowler's head.
He'll be really enjoying this, Nathan Astle. I mean, the game's gone, he knows that. There's nothing he can do. And, it's not the worst delivery, but it's a very good shot. Look at the cameraman ducking and diving. I don't blame him. George just got out the way.
And again, 0-4-2-4-4 in this over. It's the way to greet the new ball. And you said it often comes onto the bat nicely on pitches like this. It's going off it pretty well, Ian.
Oh, I mean, when you're in this situation, it's actually, you can have a lot of fun for a short period of time.
It's going to be another 4, I think. Spiralling away over a backward point for 4 more. 18 off the over. It's 3-3-3 for 8. Thin edge and gone. Butler's gone. I think England will think they've won the match here. Maybe they don't, because Butler's gone. The thinnest of edges through to the keeper. 6th wicket for Caddick. Butler has gone. Butler's gone for 4. It's 3-3-3 for 9. And he goes again. That's gone many a mile. Way back into the stand. Cairns joins in with a thumping drive down the ground for 6. It's beginning to be no joke, this, for Matthew Hoggard. and that's going to be his 150 with another 4. Super timing. It's his 25th 4, 3 6s, 118 in boundaries out of this 152.
Magnificent knock. Strike rate of 111.8. And great entertainment. The crowd loving it. They've had great entertainment throughout these 4 days.
That's skied away over the slips for 6. And that's his highest score in Test match cricket.
Well, Andy Caddick can't believe it. That's flown away and hit the boards on the full.
It's going to be 6 more. Could get 12 for that. That has gone miles.
Well, it's magnificent clean striking. Everybody applauding it. That's a big, big hit.
It's down the ground. That I don't think will go for 4.
I think it will. Right at the middle of the bat, but races away. 376 for 9.
Off goes Astle again. That's flown into the stand again. 6 more. Unbelievable hitting from Nathan Astle. David, I don't think I've seen anything like this since Viv Richards took England apart in Antigua.
That's exactly right. Just the innings that I was thinking of in comparison. What a wonderful eye, what a wonderful bat. Andy Caddick, England with a new ball. Just gives himself room, keeps his eye on it. Here he comes again.
Pulled away again. That's another boundary. This is amazing stuff. It's another 6 as well.
It's all boundaries, it's all 4s and 6s. It's the crowd that will need helmets. The ball's disappearing into the crowd time and time again.
That's another huge blow. That's out of the stadium as well. Well, 666. Bit of history in the making, David.
New balls, please. Stand and deliver. A smile on his face. Look at this, it's a length ball, gives himself room, fast feet, dances down. That's out of here, on the roof, and this is a big roof. Look at that flow of the bat, look at the power.
It's going to be Andrew Flintoff again from the Port Hills end. Astle's on strike. That's another monster blow. This is quite unbelievable. That'll be 4. 198. That'll do it. The crowd are on their feet again. Yesterday it was Thorpe. Today it's Nathan Astle. He's broken the record. Unbelievable stuff. Nathan Astle, 200 not out in 153 balls with 27 4s and 9 6s. The entertainer. It's up in the air, and that's 6 as well. 100 partnership comes up in 54 balls, 55 in fact. 105 required. It's going to be Hoggard again. No wicket for 136 in the commentary box now. Ian Botham and Paul Allott.
Well, I didn't think I'd be back here. half an hour since I finished commentary. Still looking for this final wicket. Astle carries on his merry way. That's another 6, 20 rows back. It's his 11th 6. Under 3 figures required now by New Zealand, and England may be getting a touch twitchy.
Well, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. It's a great shot. They should just be bowling line and length. You know, we went through a phase where we tried to bowl everything in Yorker length. And that's it's just a beautiful strike, believe me. That's a fine shot. Slower ball. See, just bowl.
Well, I certainly don't want to be bowling too much length. I think the fact that England took the new ball, the bowlers thought, well, it's going to swing and seam a little bit. I have to keep trying, I have to keep pitching it up. He'll miss one, he'll nick one soon. He's not doing, and something is needed now. There's if you're going to bowl Yorkers, they've got to be right up there, and they've got to be hitting leg stump. The short ball is always worth a try. Edged, gone. That's the one. England absolutely delighted to have got rid of Nathan Astle. Huggard gets his wicket. What a remarkable test match this has been. Nathan Astle has made 222, the fastest double century ever in the history of the game. He's last man out, and England breathe a huge sigh of relief.
An absolutely fantastic effort by New Zealand. That innings of Nathan Astle will be remembered forever. 222 for him. Chris Cairns hobbling out at the end, bravely assisting. They were never going to do it, but just for a while, English hearts were fluttering. Bowling figures are pretty ordinary. 6 for 122 for Andy Caddick. He took some stick towards the end. Matthew Hoggar 1 for 142 off 24.3. Doesn't really reflect the way he bowled in the main. Ashley Giles 1 for 73, and Andy Flintoff also put to the sword towards the end, 2 for 94 from his 16 overs. And there we are, England 228 and 468 for 6 declared. New Zealand a paltry 147, and then a much better 451. But at the end of the day, an England victory by 98 runs. And at the end of the day, our reporter Tim Abraham spoke to the key performers.
Well, Nasser, well done. Congratulations on winning the Test match. But I suppose we've got to start by talking about that incredible innings by Nathan Astle.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. You know, I went up to congratulate him straight after because you know, apart from maybe the odd Gilchrist innings, that was just one of the best innings I've captained against or played against or anything. So we ran up, we had a plan, you know, slower balls, mix it up, Yorkers, but wherever we bowled it went. It didn't go for 4, it went for 6, and he went out of the ground a couple of times.
Fantastic clean hitting, wasn't it? As a batsman, how highly do you regard that?
Hugely. It was just, you know, sometimes you set your plans and you've just got to give credit to the other bloke. If someone can just run up, you know, Andy Caddick's bowled 20 overs, 6 for 50, and has made every batsman jump around and stuff, and if someone just keeps putting him down the road and stuff, you say, well done. I mean, we had a chat at tea, we knew what was coming. They weren't just going to block, and, you know, we knew what was coming. So we had a chat and said, keep our focus, keep our disciplines, and we did, and possibly we should have gone the other way and really just completely mixed it up. But that comes from experience.
The closer they got, I mean, down to about 100 to win, how nervous were you?
Not nervous. I mean, the only thing is obviously a disappointment if you don't win the Test because you've put in so much work. But you know, while they were still teeing off, I was quite happy. If they'd suddenly start pushing it around for ones and stuff, then I've got to take a few more risks as captain and bring people up and stuff. While he was just interested in hitting boundaries, you know, he'd have had to hit 15, 16 more sixes to win the game, which he might have done. But you know, I think having lost that toss, we deserved to win that Test match.
Nathan, you just bumped into him, both of them, and his words were to you, not bad. I mean, overall, what a fantastic innings.
Yeah, it was a fantastic innings. I enjoyed it, but in saying that, it was a great Test match all around. So I think the crowd got a lot out of it, and it was a roller coaster ride the whole 4 days.
What were your thoughts when Chris Cairns came in? Obviously, last wicket. I mean, you were looking at defeat, and then you just went mad, didn't you?
Yeah, we just got a bit of a momentum thing going, and we just wanted to try and get down to 80, to be honest, and then reassess it from there. Obviously, it wasn't to be, but once you're in that zone, you just kind of want to carry on, and I just can't explain that zone that I was in.
And peculiar that my first game as captain, we won at Edgbaston when Alex Tudor got 99, and then we went on to lose to New Zealand. So we've got to keep our feet on the ground. You know, we have to play and practice to our utmost to beat sides. You know, even this game, we played some bloody good cricket in it and still nearly lost the game. So we have to play top draw cricket, work hard all the time to be in test matches. That's what we've done last 2 or 3 years, and just because we've gone 1-0 up doesn't mean we've stopped doing that. We've got lots of things to work on that we weren't very